Hi, Omni-Sunday. Chansey is a loved and hated Pokemon with the ability to eat the most powerful special attacks like their refried beans. Its base HP stat of 250 is absolutely disgusting paired with 105 special defense, though the rest of its stats are quite pitiful. In this video I'll make a new form for Chansey and Happiny, then I'll make branching evolution lines. I know there's no real precedent for this, but I hope you enjoy anyway. Chansey's eggs have always been over-harvested, but in Abomination this went to another level. With climate change, food became harder and harder to get, and Chansey's delicious eggs were increasingly sought after. Instead of going completely extinct, Chansey adapted. The Chansey that laid the most eggs were hunted first, so when some mutated to lay no eggs, this adaptation caught on. Nowadays, Chansey and Abomination have an empty hole where their eggs would be. Here's the final art. Chansey is a ghost-type Pokemon with the abilities Perish Body, Rattled, and hidden ability Bad Dreams. They are capable of using Darkrai's signature move Dark Void. Chansey has quite a wide move pool from attacks like Earthquake and Fire Blast to status moves like Nasty Plot and Stealth Rock. Its stats have some very low lows and high highs, but not quite to the degree of its normal type form. It has pitiful defensive stats but great speed and offense. While it most likely faints to any attack, a fast, powerful ghost type is always useful somewhere. For example, Haunter has always been a valuable Pokemon since Gen 1, and Chansey completely outclasses it already. Well, it's missing the ground immunity. Chansey wanders around cities searching for eggs and children to deposit in its belly. Nothing ever fills the emptiness, and whatever was deposited is never seen again. People put stickers of eggs outside their door to keep Chansey there, as it takes time to unpeel the stickers. Usually, someone will see it and attack it with one of their Pokemon. Chansey is only getting rarer, and it's projected to go extinct by the end of the century. Trainers who keep a Chansey are shunned for caring for such a horrid being, but it seems that it can induce something new within it. Chansey isn't in any egg group, but when it's bred with a member of the Abomination Clefairy line, Chansey lays an egg from its void. This egg hatches into a baby Pokemon that hasn't been seen in many years. The tiny Happiny holds a ball of yolk from its egg and munches on it periodically. Strangely, this yolk never seems to run out. It uses this infinite energy not only to snack, but also to attack. Happiny is a ghost normal type Pokemon with the ability Sunny Side Up. The ability heals this Pokemon by 1/10 of its total at the end of each turn. It's like a better Leftovers, but as an ability. She has a signature move called Double Yoke, which is a strong normal type attack that hits twice, heals a target status, and each hit has a 30% chance to drop the target's special defense. If targeting an ally, it still heals the target's status, and each hit heals the ally by 25%. Otherwise, it learns the same moves as Happiny's normal type form. It mostly outclasses that form of Happiny, but probably wouldn't see usage even in lower tiers. Happiny is a cheery Pokemon that most people have never seen in person. There's only 8 in the entirety of Abomination, and they're heavily protected. One day they might populate nurseries and schools, but for now they're mostly contained to labs and 2 expert breeders. A Happiny that forms a bond with its trainer grows big and one day eats the whole yolk. Its body flows with infinite energy and it evolves. This evolved form lays pristine but transparent ghostly eggs. The infinite yolk glows in the middle, and the Pokemon eats from its own yolk that it keeps close to its chest. So, when Happiny has a high level of friendship with its trainer, it evolves into Chansey. Chansey's Sunny form is a ghost normal type Pokemon with the ability Sunny Side Up. Egg Bomb is back but with an extra buff. It always drops the target's defense by 2 stages. Chansey mostly learns the same moves as its Cantonian form, but without fairy type attacks because those don't exist. Its base stats are also similar to Cantonian Chansey, but with 50 points moved from HP to special attack. This way it doesn't completely dwarf that form, and also has its own niche of not being completely passive. As mid as its base 85 special attack is, the double yoke move helps a ton. This sunny form of Chansey is overflowing with joy, and rumors say she could bring that joy to everyone around her. The yolk of those eggs could possibly bring eternal life to those that ate it, but no one has tried yet. Unfortunately, this form of Chansey doesn't currently exist, at least not at the moment. At one point in time, there were 2. Both owned by a single trainer, one was stolen by Team Plasma and never seen again. Before this happened, the other Chansey had actually evolved. With a cape of energy and golden shoulders, this Pokemon could be a real-life superhero. It can bestow the gift of life and fly off to another person that needs help. It's still owned by a certain trainer, but they let it roam as it wishes. As much as Team Plasma would love to take it, the public would be outraged if Blissey were to disappear. Not to mention, she can take care of herself. So, with the help of an oval stone, Chansey evolves into Blissey. Blissey is a ghost normal type Pokemon with the ability Sunny Side Up. It has a signature move called Dozen Gifts. It's a normal type status move that gives the target the ability Sunny Side Up. This might break a few Pokemon. It learns lots of superhero-y moves like Superpower and Fly. Will it ever use those? Nope. It will probably use Aura Sphere, Moonfall Meteor, and cool moves like that. This is Moonfall Meteor, by the way. It's a move I made a while ago. So, Blissey is definitely a fantastic Pokemon that hopefully keeps up with power creep for at least a little bit longer. 205 HP and 135 special defense makes for incredible special bulk, just to make sure to stay away from physical attackers. Its 125 special attack is also great, and its double yoke attack will be scary even in singles. As cool as Egg Bomb is, no one would probably ever use it. Unless... Okay, I don't even think Blissey would really use this item, but I think it's a fun addition. The Golden Egg allows Blissey to use its highest attacking stat in damage calculation. This way it can use all the Egg Bombs and Superpowers at once. This item would probably be more useful if it allowed Blissey to use its highest non-HP stat in damage calculation, but that's kinda scary. Maybe too good. Though it would encourage Blissey to run max special defense, so it'd be even easier to handle with a physical attacker. I don't know though, let me know what you think. And just to clarify, this item only works with Blissey, like Thick Club on Marowak and stuff like that. Just for fun, Johto Blissey can use it too, and both Chansey forms I made can use the Lucky Punch. Blissey travels around Opelucid helping people in need. It instills hopes in otherwise hopeless people when it travels to hospitals, nurseries, schools, and pretty much anywhere else. It doesn't do a lot of fighting, but has proven to be a powerful force against those who have problems with its good deeds. It never fights alone, as it always has people around it who are happy to help. Hey, what happened to our first Opelucid Chansey? When the empty Chansey that hatched Happiny saw it evolved into a fantastic superhero, it was overcome with joy. The dark void that kept it under for so long had finally been filled with hope, and Chansey found a new power within it. So when that form of Chansey levels up with Blissey on the team, it evolves into Chanten. Chanten is a Ghost Dragon-type Pokemon with the abilities Hustle, Intimidate, and hidden ability Magic Guard. Chanten has a signature move called Dozen Dragons, which is a very weak Dragon-type special attack that continues to attack the opponent's side of the field for 12 turns. The only way it hits less than 12 is if the game ends before then, and there's a 50% chance it hits a 13th turn. Although this Pokemon's defenses are still pretty poor, they're a huge improvement from its pre-evolution. All three of its abilities are pretty incredible, though the non-hustle ones are definitely more slanted towards its defensive abilities for a very offensive Pokemon. Even though physical attack isn't normally this Pokemon's strong suit, Hustle makes this a surprisingly heavy hitter. With just max EVs and not even attack boosting nature, it has 319 attack. With Hustle, that's 479, which is similar to base 190 attack, like Mega Mewtwo. Luckily, it misses at least 20% of its moves. With an item and Dragon Dance, it could still be quite a terror. Chanten dances in the sky with ghostly rhythms. It likes to be Blissey's bodyguard in more dangerous missions, and happily pulverizes enemies with a swift Hyper Beam. It has creepily violent tendencies, but tends to use them for something along the lines of good. It uses Dark Void to leech life energy from its foes. So that would be the end of the video, but Team Plasma has recently revealed a new experiment they've been working on. It flattened an old city in 20 minutes, and Team Plasma threatens to use it on any who defy their reign. There are conspiracy theories saying it's an abomination created from that trainer's old Chansey. It has two heads, both of which can lose terrifyingly powerful attacks. Here's the final art. Team Plasma called this beast Karen Luna, and it's a ghost dragon type Pokemon with the ability Dark Side of the Moon. Maybe Getsus was into Pink Floyd, I don't know. This ability powers this Pokemon's dark type attacks by 1.5 times. It has a signature move called Eclipse, which is a strong, physical, dark type attack that gets rid of weather and terrain. It has a giant 200 HP, along with 155 attack and decent defenses to pair it with a bad speed stat. With no weaknesses, it might be the perfect monster. Only time will tell of the terror it causes on Abomination. That's about it for this video. Check out my new Patreon to support me for just $1 a month, and I'll be happy to show your name at the end of the video, like with my friend Captain Cobop. I record my videos a bit in advance, so if you don't see your name in the video, it'll probably be in the description and in my next video. Speaking of that, my next Pokemon video will be about Tyranitar. Hope to see you there, continue subscribing, and thanks for watching!